Ready for anything and everything with Stephanie Roberts. Hi, I'm Siobhan. And what we have from Wise Company, these people do dehydrated food, delicious, incredibly well. We have the 1 month of the emergency food kit that would retail for around $130 today at HSN. We have temporarily floor 4 flex payments, the free shipping and handling, and it's 112 meals. Now, Stephanie, meteorologist, busy mom, girlfriend, worrywart, and we want to make sure that you are safe and sound and have what you need. We live in Florida, so we've got tornadoes, we've got hurricanes. Everybody, I think, geographically has their thing, even if you just want to go camping. Speaking of which, in this offer, you do get the water filter water bottle. So this is not just another cute water bottle, and it shows you exactly how to do it. It's such a survivalist dream come true, and for the rest of us too. Take us through what we're getting today, if you would.
Absolutely. So 112 servings will be coming home to you, and those are servings of 7 entree meals, kind of lunch and dinner type meals, like chili macaroni, like creamy pasta rotini, rice pilaf, barbecued beans, tomato basil soup, things that really stick to your ribs. Also, 2 grain cereals, apple, cinnamon, and granola, and yogurt, a great protein. Yes, you can make yogurt by just adding water. You can also make whey milk, orange drink. Again, 112 servings. This is enough food that can be made only by adding water for a family of 4 for a week or 1 person for a month. But before we talk about taste, because honestly,
it's so
taste matters, and it would not be okay to just have food to have food. You want to have food that tastes good. But before we talk about that, I want to talk a little bit about how this is made, because that has so much to do with why it tastes great. So Wise employs 2 very important types of people, and the first are chefs, because chefs write these recipes on how to make creamy pasta and vegetable rotini. Taste fabulous, real pieces of vegetables, not things that taste like vegetables, no powdered imitations here. This is the real deal. The second group of people that Wise employs are the scientists that have come up with this amazing package. This is what they call an atmospheric package. And I know you're thinking, okay, what in the world does that mean? This package seals out humidity. It seals out oxygen. And those are things that are very bad for food. So because this seals it out, it is packaged in what they call a modified atmospheric environment. It's not going to get in here. Everything.
It's so science.
It is so science, but the science is important, because the science keeps this safe in a cool, dry place in your home for up to 25 years. 25 years. So that yogurt that you are eating.
Delicious.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Okay, can I tell the story?
Sure.
When I said this is a new HSN configuration to Siobhan, I go, it's got yogurt. First thing she did goes, ooh, really? Come on, admit it.
No, I did.
You were not happy about the concept of the yogurt, but I told you you would like it.
Yogurt and I have a love-hate relationship to begin with.
And then yogurt that's powdered for 25 years sounds scary.
It does, but it's delicious. It's really, truly delicious. It's actually, I like it better than what I get in the store.
You know what? It has a great consistency.
It really does. Okay, and I love your pudding too.
Yes.
So it's a very pudding-like.
And you're going to love this. This is creamy pasta and vegetable rotini. So this is how we make all Wise foods. By the way, we call this gourmet emergency food, and the reason we call it that is because the taste is that of a gourmet meal. Like, you could seriously do blind taste tests with restaurant food on this. It tastes that good. But all I do is add water. Now, you see that this is sitting on a burner. That is simply to speed this up so that Siobhan can get a taste of it with the time that we are here on air. Actually, this one you can taste right now, because we warmed up a platter for you. Just eat right out of the platter here.
Why not?
But you do not have to heat the water. And that is important for you to know, because obviously in an emergency situation, you may not have hot water. If you don't have a propane burner, it's no big deal. This food will reactivate in water and taste fabulous, whether it is tap water, cold water, hot water, room temperature water. It tastes better warm. Most food does. I'm not going to tell you it doesn't. But it would be absolutely fine in an emergency with regular water. Do you like that one? That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's really good. That's right up there with that that Western rice that I like.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely. So we've got rice pilaf coming next.
Very nice.
But the concept of emergency food is
Let's
this.
talk.
You hear the word emergency food,
Right.
and I know a lot of times you start thinking, oh yeah, that's a survivalist thing, that's an end of the world kind of thing. But in real world terms, an emergency can be defined as many, many things. A lot of times we define it as a natural emergency. I know some big tornadoes ripped across the southeast United States, Oklahoma, Texas, also headed to the east. Look at the snow. The Midwest got a big surprise last week. Can you tell I'm a meteorologist? All these weather things totally fascinate me. But the bottom line is no matter where you live in the country, you are just simply at risk for some Mother Nature-driven emergency at any time, because that's just the gist of our weather patterns. They're crazy. But outside, they are confusing. Outside of the weather, though, we have economic emergencies. We certainly hope not to have a political emergency, but there's just so much uncertainty in the world in general. You know, maybe it's a health emergency and you're a mom at home with young kids and you just can't get to the grocery because you've been sick all week. Nobody really knows what's going to happen within our homes that puts us in a situation where we can't go get food. So what Wise has done is given us this array of great tasting food that is there whenever you need it. Maybe there's a random power outage because somebody crashed into, you know, the substation tower and then you can't have power for a week. Maybe it's weather related. Maybe it's illness. You know, maybe it's an older person that isn't as mobile as they would like to be to get to the grocery. This gives you food in your home.
You know what? Meals on Wheels. My mom used to get it when I was at work.
Great idea.
So she would get a snack in the middle of the day or lunch. What if they couldn't make it that day? I would totally be worried about it. And you know what else? You have bottled water. You can do this, right? So you actually, wait, correction, you have a water bottle with a filter included today. So that's your new bottled water, right? So you don't have to overthink that. I love that part. That's such a smart move.
Including the water filtration. Please do. She can't stop eating the yogurt. I do like that. Including the water filtration bottle is something that we are very proud to do with Wise. Because think about this. If you are camping, you come across a stream, just want to be extra safe that water. Yeah, want to be extra safe that water is okay to drink. Now you can. If you are in your home and there's a power outage, you know how often on the news we get the boil water alerts. That's their way of telling us, well, we're not really sure the filtration plant's working well. Now you don't have to worry about it. This will keep that safe.
And it shows you exactly how to do it. And if they're telling you to boil water because the power's out and you have no power, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
I'm not building a fire in my living room.
Right. So that solves that problem.
It does.
We also have a first aid kit included in this configuration.
Which is so important.
It's nothing, you know, overly creative in terms of first aid, but
it's the job done.
You know what it does? It gets it all in one place. So suddenly I have something that includes my food, that includes water filtration, that includes first aid, and I can kind of check preparedness for any random thing that may happen off my list. As a busy mom, as a busy working person, you know, there's just one less thing to worry about is a huge bonus in life. And that's what Wise is trying to do. Let's take a minute and talk flavors, because I know you're getting tempted by watching Siobhan eat here. I want to show you exactly what type of food is coming to you. If we can take a slow trip down the table here, I will give you a great look at our different entrees.
You see the red right there, that was the first aid kit.
Yes, that was the first aid kit. So, barbecued beans, one of the proteins coming to us, rice pilaf, beef stroganoff, which I have to tell you is one of my personal favorites. I can't make it from scratch, but Wise can make it wonderfully in a pouch that lasts for 25 years. We have creamy vegetable rotini, which Siobhan was able to try. We also have the chili mac. Really nice spicing on that. These foods are not bland, powderless, and tasteless at all. Okay, this is the tomato basil soup, which I'm going to hand to you next. This is one of my very big favorites. Do you see the flecks of the spices in there, the creaminess, the consistency of the pasta? Again, these are real meals that through the scientific process of the packaging, Wise has been able to make shelf sustainable for up to 25 years. They didn't take just powdered food and sell it to you. These are meals.
Where do you keep yours at your house?
You know, I actually slide mine under the bed. I'm going to let you hold that for a minute.
Off the platters
today. I know, I'm just handing you the whole bowl. I want to show you this. You don't have to follow me over. So this is how it actually comes to you in your home. And the reason I want to show you this is because it's the perfect
size
height-wise,
yeah.
I slide it under the bed. The only rule to keep this fresh for the 25 years is that it stays in a cool, dry place.
Right.
So if you live in a warm climate, you do not want to keep it in your garage, obviously. But other than that, top of a, a pantry shelf, top of a guest closet, the bottom line is you don't have to look at this every day. It doesn't have to be part of your precious shelf space. It is the peace of mind in the back of your head. It is knowing that for 112 servings, you can feed a family of 4 for an entire week without power, without water that you're positive is safe to drink because there's a water filtration bottle in it. And oh, by the way, in the dark, if you're stumbling around and you need a Band-Aid, there's a first aid kit that's with your food, that's with your water bottle. Perfect for camping, perfect for hiking.
College kids.
A graduation present for people starting out on their own. I've had some people tell me they've given this as a lot of first home and wedding gifts.
Lovely.
Because think about starting out as a young adult, so, in a marriage, on your own, whatever. Money is tight, so you're probably not going to invest in the what if, but if there's something so worth investing in, especially if you can give it as a gift, it's the peace of mind that knowing whatever happens, you are prepared.
We've got them covered. Yeah, one for you, one for that family too.
Absolutely. So we're still talking about the different flavors here.
And you can see, this is delicious, by the way, whether you're doing soup. This tastes better than going to a restaurant, right? Because not everyone does soup well.
No,
right?
good. I'm glad you like that tomato basil.
Free shipping is today. 4 flex payments. Those go away tonight at midnight, by the way. We also do have the vegetable, fruit, or protein extra packs. You're actually looking at the strawberries right there if you'd like to add those. Through Delivery Direct, do you know about this? We can actually ship this to someone else's address. So your daughter doesn't live in the same town. You're thinking, oh, I'll get this to her when she comes over next. No, through Delivery Direct for free, we will ship that to her. So you don't have to repack it. You don't have to wait in line. $22.49 to get this at home and try it. I do want to recommend trying pack when you get it at home. Try one of the entrees, but I have about 1,200 left. That may seem like a lot. Actually, fewer than 1,000 with everyone who's with us, which I'm really glad. I'm really glad because that means so many people have gotten this at home. This is that final quantity for this particular offering. It's one of our best prices ever on a Wise offering of 112 meals, and I'm not putting this platter down.
She's gonna hug her bowl, and that's a good thing.
Okay, what did you just put in there?
I just put in some apple cinnamon oatmeal. Again, everything that you see before you only needs water to reactivate. I know the smell is absolutely phenomenal. Again, if you're just joining us, you do not have to heat the water. I'm doing that just to speed up the process. But you mentioned sweet and savory. When Wise has put together this configuration of the 7 entrees, the 2 grain cereals, the granola and the apple cinnamon, and of course the whey milk and the orange drink, savory and comforting and stick to your ribs is definitely part of what we are trying to achieve for you. Because think about when this is food that you would use. In a situation where you probably need some comfort of some time, whether it be food sustenance or whether it be emotional. It can be scary in a power outage. It can be disconcerting if you're flooded and stuck and you don't know how long you're gonna be there. So this is meant to provide so many different things, that certainly the nutrition and the sustenance you need, but also the comfort and just the ability to look at your family and be like, we got this.
Box checked.
No problem.
Absolutely. The other day, my phone has an alarm even when it's on Do Not Disturb when there's a tornado in the area.
We had one here.
6:48 in the morning. The thing's going off. I'm like, what? My phone's on Do Not Disturb. Who's calling me? Because it hasn't happened in so long. So about a quarter of a mile from where we live was indeed a tornado that touched down. Okay, scary. Do I drive to work? Do I not? Are we gonna have power later? Do I have the cat's medicine? I mean, all of these things went rushing through my mind. We were okay, fortunately. We were, not everybody was. But let me tell you, I drove by homes, I drove by parks that were messed up. I drove over an electrical wire. That scared me to death. The people in front of me were okay. I figured, okay, I said a little prayer and drove over it. But the fact is this doesn't happen to just other people. It happens to us too. I've been evacuated before. Now, what did I eat? A pepperoni and some bread. That's what we ate. Pepperoni is very gourmet. Here's what we're talking about, is not having to worry about it, not having to have it be that stress in the back of the mind. And this is what I know people would pay more for, because it's so important. But today it's you know, 4 monthly payments of $22.49.
And when you divide it up
shipping.
too.
I know, it's 112.
Exactly, 112 servings. You do a little quick math, by $90, you're paying 70-some cents a serving. And you can't even get a hamburger for that.
You can't even walk in and get a chip for that, basically.
But this will be there for you for up to 25 years in a cool, dry place whenever you need it. I love your story that you were eating a pepperoni and bread, because what do you have in your emergency kit? Hopefully you have one, but I bet you have canned goods. For one thing, those canned goods do not translate into gourmet, phenomenal tasting meals like this does. And also, did you know canned goods expire? Usually within a few years. So I know a lot of people end up throwing them out. And by the way, if you haven't thrown them out and they're expired, please do, because if you open it up and look at it, it's usually scary. But this will not expire for you. This is here. It is shelf stable. It's kind of like that thing you can always count on.
Right.
You know, that food will be there for me. And I do want people to open it. One of my favorite stories is when we get a caller who calls and says, all right, my husband was mad at me, says I was crazy, says I'm a worrywart, and without telling him, I opened that up, I made one and served it for dinner, and afterward told him, oh, by the way, you just ate our emergency
I love that part.
food. I know, me too, because people don't know.
My husband's totally into it. He is just totally goes into that save the day mode. He's my hero. And so he was like, oh my gosh, Siobhan, what, we need the wise food thingy. That's what you want to do. You want to have it. You want to not worry about it. You want to make sure your loved ones have it. This is going fast already. If you're on hold, we know you're there. Just so you know, sometimes I'm on hold and I think, do these people know I'm there? We do. We know you're there. Now it just cleared out, as a matter of fact. So if you want to use your landline, you want to use your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, however you want to get through to us, feel free. But make sure this is coming to you. Try it. You have 30-day satisfaction guarantee, so you really can do your own taste test.
And we do want you to try it. One of the things I love is that this has become a customer pick. So you know what that tells me? People are trying it. And that's exactly what we encourage you to do. Okay, since we started talking, look what I have been able to make here, only by adding water. This is fresh, creamy pasta, vegetable rotini. Gorgeous colors, big chunks of carrots, big chunks of peas. All I did was open this special pouch, which will be safe in your cupboards for up to 25 years. 25 years. And look what I have been able to make by adding water. It is absolutely the creamiest, just perfect consistency, as are each one of these meals, flavored differently, and there for you.
2 minutes left to go on the clock. We are extremely busy. This is one of the best values ever that we've done for you from Wise Food. Also the fact that it has the free shipping. 4 flex payments go away tonight. Okay, tonight at midnight or 11:59, those are not an option anymore. So take your time paying for it. You'll have it for 25 years. Put it under your bed, put it in the back of the sweater, you know, bin, and tell everybody that's where it is. Wherever you need to put it, it doesn't have to take up your valuable counter or pantry space. And when you shop with us right now, we are saying join 90,000 other people. Join the other 90,000 plus of people who have been enjoying the satisfaction, the ease, that exhale of knowing that they will have food in case of emergency. Or I forgot to go shopping. Well, either way, it's the full end of the spectrum. It really is.
An emergency can be defined any single way.
And you're getting your filtered water bottle.
Water filtration, first aid kit.
Great.
And you know what? Let's take a walk over. Yep, and look at everything involved.
I need to eat a strawberry.
You need to eat a strawberry. Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about the things you can add on.
A minute left to go.
So this is what comes to you: the 7 entrees, the 2 grains, the yogurt, the water filtration bottle, the first aid kit, and of course the ability to make the whey milk and the orange drink.
Right.
All of this coming to you in a box, which in my mind is the perfect size, slides right under the bed.
Great wedding present, by the way.
Yes.
Great thinking of you. Great, oh my gosh, I got scared too when we heard about that. So you want to share this with the other people that, you know, who are the people you were worried about when you hear there's an emergency coming? Or maybe you don't get the blessing of even hearing that it's on its way.
Just knowing that you are prepared and